Hey, what's going on, guys? Zero Like, you're coming at you another video today, and I'm bringing forth another video known as Story Time. If you haven't seen my very first story time, you should go check that out because it was about this girl and dragging her butt across the room. Just check it out. I don't want to bring it back up. Yeah. But anyway, we are here playing some gun game, and we're going to talk about another story, obviously, by the title. Alright, for this story time, episode 2, I'm going to make this a series where I maybe talk about once a month or two, because, you know, it just weird things happen to me, and I try not to remember them. But this is live, so sorry if I play bad. I don't really play gun games, but let's get right into the story. Alright. Today's topic is tire rules. Have you ever been at school and you throw a piece of paper or, let's say, have a airplane fire, just whatever, throw erasers and some crap, and the teacher yells at you, right? Right. Alright. And you think that, they'll say no to this stuff. Well, you're right, but we have these things called tire rules. If you're like, what do you mean by tire rules? I mean, we have a freaking giant tire, okay? Like, freaking tractor size. And you go on a freaking hill in the back of our high school. And when you're on the back of the hill, there's a whole bunch of 7th graders. 7th grade, okay? Keep in mind, they're not very big, freaking big. They're pretty tiny. And the teachers, they're all female, yeah, and one male. They all say, alright, you all know the rules, tire rules. And this is my first time I've ever heard of this. I'm like, wait, tire rules? And so when I'm outside, I see them have a freaking tractor tire, and kids are going inside of it. Ever seen that movie from Grown Ups where, the blonde-haired guy goes in the deal and just rolls down, and Adam Sandler pretends to take a phone call, or he actually does. Yeah, imagine that, okay? So, the kids are getting inside, and I'm like, wait, so you're telling me we get in trouble for throwing pieces of paper saying that we could poke someone's eye out and stuff like that, but we're able to go inside of a tire down a hill and have 7th graders stop us from crashing into a ditch? Okay, this isn't no normal ditch. This is pretty freaking deep. This is, I'd say 2-3 feet, and it's about 5 feet wide. So if you get stuck in a tire, you're not gonna be pretty safe. And I'm thinking, this makes perfect sense. So as I'm talking to my friend, we noticed that one of our friends were going on it, and we're like, okay, let's check this out. I'm not gonna mention names just in case. Inside, we're watching him inside the tire going down, and as he's going down, one second. Yeah. Alright. As he's going down, the 7th graders are like, alright, we got this. Alright, as I said, he's going down the hill, and the 7th graders, like, say 1 or 2, which it's a freaking tire. You expect them to hold that up and not fall over, and they're like freaking 4 feet tall. They're so small, barely any muscle in their bones, and I feel so bad for them. But they volunteered, and so my friend didn't even had no brain to think, oh, this is fun. That's all he thought. And so he's going down for the 18th time, and the kids, you can probably see where this is going, they didn't catch him. He ran one of the kids over. And you wanna know what happened? The teachers, okay? The teachers are laughing. The kid's on the ground, smushed by a tire the side that goes on tractors, and my fat friend. And they're laughing. But we can't even throw pieces of paper at each other because we can poke each other's eye out, apparently. What? But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, always remember that it's more important to ride in a tire down a hill and crush those 7th graders and maybe land in a ditch and extremely hurt yourself than throw paper and poke out your eyeball. Alright, and for our second topic, we have my new job. Today I went to my first job, and it's a family business, so I guess that's cool. We do like furniture fixing. Well, that's what we do. We do furniture, fabrics, and what I do is I get a mallet and like this little wrench thing, and I hit the mallet under the staples to get under the staples to get the staples out. And so our deal is pretty close to the hood, and you guys think you know where I'm going with this, but no, guys, I'm serious. You really don't. Alright. Yeah, just leave a comment down below, I bet, if you guess this, because you won't. Alright. So, I'm just doing my work, standing. We don't have no chairs. And so I'm standing by what I'm doing, and I'm trying to focus and get my work done. And so, as I'm doing it, this really cool car pops up. I'm like, oh, that's pretty sick. So I watch it as it parks up, and the window that I'm by is kind of undergroundish. If you know, like if you have a basement and your window, you can see underground. When you're underground, you can see above. It's kind of what it is, but a lot bigger, and it's not that far underground. And so I'm looking at this car. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. It was some kind of Charger, and obviously, since we're in this, two black people pop out. And I'm thinking, why? Just why? And no, I'm not racist about this, but is it normal for two black males, they look like best friends, to come out with no pants on? Okay, they're just wearing boxers. They come out of the car in the middle of the street with boxers, okay? They go to the street, in the middle of the street, they come out and they take the pants from inside and put it back on, get back in the car, and drive off. It's street, pretty much, where everyone can see them. And when they're done, okay, they put on their belt, they buckle up and everything, they just get back in and drive off. Like, what was the point? You couldn't just go to your house and just pull up your pants, or what was it doing off in the first place? Please don't answer that, guys. But why? I don't want to see. The boxes were stripes too. Like, what dorks? They knew me, they'd probably shoot me. But yeah. And so yeah, and then I drop the mallet, I turn around, and I see frickin' this guy with his booty showing, and oh my goodness, it was pretty gross, man. But bottom line, guys, just keep your pants on. Especially when you're with a friend in the car. Like, why did you have to have it off? I don't understand. You couldn't just like drove home? Or just keep your pants on, but at least just drive home and not stop in the middle of the road in public, okay, where the street light is, to come out, pull up their pants, then get back in and good drive off. So yeah, guys, just tell me what you think down in the comments of, like, could you guys give me a reason why you guys would have your pants off in a car with probably with your best friend and get in the middle of the hallway and yeah, you were. But anyway, and topic number 3, the last one, boys. So sit down and enjoy. This topic is a very, very special one. It's the first time I ever rode my bike. Okay, so you guys are thinking, well, yeah, I'm just gonna start from the beginning. It was a nice day in first grade, or no, it's kindergarten, and all my friends back then, you know, they were off their training wheels, and when you see that, you're just like, don't tell me I'm wrong. When you see that, you're just like, dude, it's kind of cool. I'm gonna learn this, dude. I'm gonna go to my dad and ask him to take off my training wheels and teach me. Like in the movies, you see in the commercials that the son or the daughter says, to teach them, and at the end, she's happy when they let go and whatnot. Well, here's how it went for me. I run home to my mom because I didn't live that far away from this, I didn't live that far from kindergarten. And so when I ran home, I immediately go, hey mom, can you teach me, or can you take off the training wheels on my bike? And she goes, sure, when your dad gets home. And so I waited a couple hours back then, you know, playing Ratchet. That's the good stuff, man. And I wait till he gets home, and when he gets home, why is the game look at the end when I'm talking? Alright, when he gets home, I immediately run up to him and ask him, hey dad, can you take off my training wheels? I want to learn how to ride my bike. And he's like, oh sure, I've been meaning to do that sometime. And I was like, oh yay, alright, so I'm getting all excited, you know, learning how to ride your bike without training wheels. And I thought that was pretty freaking cool. So he goes in his garage and gets out his little handy tools. And as he's getting out his handy tools, or whatever you want to call them, that's what I called them back then when I was a kid. He got his toolbox and got out his tools, and he goes to my, what do you call them, like tricycles, or I don't know what you call them anymore with the 3 wheels, but he took those off, training wheels, he took those off, and hold on, I'm gonna go. Come here. Alright, he takes off the training wheels, and as he's taking them off, I'm getting really excited, pumped. I'm like, yes, finally, I'm gonna learn I can ride my bike, and I won't be the only kid with training wheels, because it was kind of embarrassing. I guess that's why I took them off, but I also wanted to learn for the experience. And so as he takes them off, he gets outside of the, we had like really close neighborhoods. It's one of those neighborhoods where all the houses kind of almost look exactly identical, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we go on the road. No one's there, so they're all at work. My dad got home early because he wanted to help me with the training wheels. He sets me on. He had to help me get on the bike. That's why we got training wheels, because I couldn't get up there very well. And so I get on top. Well, my dad helps me, and while I'm on top, he says, "All right, I'm gonna push you down to this alley, and we're gonna turn you around. And we're gonna go back, like, pretty much do a U-turn." And so he has my back, and he tells me to pedal. I'm pedaling, doing my thing. I'm a kid. I'm getting excited. I'm not really paying attention. And with training wheels, I don't know if you guys remember this, but you steer by actually steering. You don't lean. So in my head, I think you still turn pretty much. But I haven't done it yet. So when we get to the U-turn, I turn my training wheels, or he leans me, I guess, and I'm still going straight. I think I'm just letting him do everything pretty much. I'm just paddling at this point. And we get to the end of the U-turn, and he goes, alright, now we're going to try to go really fast, so but don't look behind you. I'm a kid, I'm not going to question it. He said, don't look behind you. I'm not going to let go. You got this. I think you guys know where this is going. It was very emotional. Yeah, I turn, I'm going, and as I'm going, I'm kind of losing control. And you know the little car commercials where the dad, mom, and they push the little daughter on, and she's learning how to ride her bike, and they say, we're not gonna let go, and they let go. They're doing the bike by herself. Yeah, that doesn't happen in real life. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happens. Okay, what happened with me was he told me the same thing pretty much, and as he told me the same thing, I'm losing control. keep this in mind. And when I'm losing control, I tell him, I turn around and I go, Dad, help! And when I turn around, he's 10 feet behind me, okay? And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm being tricked. I'm scared now. So I completely think, okay, when I'm heading towards an SUV, and as when I think, okay, or to turn, I literally jerk the wheel sideways instead of lean, because it's my first time. And so as I do that, I pretty much flip the bike. I roll and roll and roll and roll on my side with the bike. It hurts so bad, but as I do it, I hit the SUV when it backed up, and I'm on the ground with a big scrape on my leg, and I'm crying. I'm a kid. I don't really get injured, because especially riding your first bike, you expect it to go well, and you're really excited. And so my dad, he leaves me in front of the street. Okay, it doesn't even matter where I am. He just leaves me. He runs to the house, and he comes back with a popsicle. And everything was alright. Yeah. Yay, I guess. And as always, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you want another story time around anytime near soon. And as always, potato. It ages me.
I have my yellow.
Oh, I thought a blink was where you had to go and do.